Ayos. Nagkita-kita ulit tayo, Lawrence, no? Medyo matagal tayo hindi nagkausap. Matagal tayo hindi nag-share ng insights regarding the forex market. But now I am very glad that here we are once again doing what we love, no? Sharing our insights, no? Doing what we usually do, no? So pasensya sa mga audience natin na medyo wala kaming contents lately, na medyo naging busy lang, but don't you worry, we're still here, no? And we are still passionate about sharing you guys about our love for the financial market. So kumusta dyan, Lawrence?
That's right, Jan, no? True enough. It's been like a couple of weeks na siguro na hindi tayo nag-conduct ng market update regarding sa major pairs, forex, stock market. So, again, guys, at least now we are here already and we are so excited to share, dissect some charts here. And, you know, this is what's exciting about the market. Any time, no? As long as the market is there, no, it's always there, no. So the goal here is to make money. So you don't have to force yourself to trade every day. Sometimes you have to give yourself time to relax. So that's the beauty of trading, and for now we will go with our of course our normal trade dissection. And I guess
yun naman
what
talaga
are we expecting, no?
Yun naman talaga yung intention, di ba, Lawrence, no, is why we participate in the financial markets. It's because we want time and money freedom. Hindi naman...
that's why I so love this game, no?
So, siguro let's start off with Euro, siguro muna.
Yeah, let's start with this major pair siguro yung nasa left.
Start tayo Euro. So, ayan, we are on daily charts. Lawrence, off the bat, anong comments mo regarding Euro? No? By the way, this is just about technical analysis, guys. So, for the fundamental analysis, that's going to be on a separate session. So.
That's right. No? And so far, the chart is clear, no? We can see that there is like a short-term bearish move that is on a daily time frame, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, looking at the chart, no, it created small rallies, no. Somehow it creates like STR level, a support and resistance, which could be our potential correction area, no. So point of entry yan if you're studying technical analysis. So depending on what indicators you're used to, no, na ginagamit, I mean, if you're using moving averages, or if you're just using the usual support and resistance, or the Fibonacci indicator. So all of these indicators, no, this does not give us an absolute, no, area to enter. It just gives us a way, no, to understand or quite predict, no, somehow, or what could the market be in the next days to come, no? So that is why we are looking at the chart here, para makita natin, no, kung ano yung mga point of area, no, if we're like planning to enter, or if hindi ba siya tradable for this week. So looking at the chart, John, I can see na it has this short-term bearish move, and again, you don't have to fight, no, and go against the trend. The trend is always your friend. I mean, if the trend is bearish, you can always look for correction where you can re-enter, no? And try to consider also the volatility of that day, no? Kasi marami na whips so this past few weeks also because of the movement of the US dollar. So what's your insight about that, John?
Lately, the major pairs has been very, very volatile. Grabe yung volatility talaga ng majors. So medyo ang advice ko talaga, if you really want to trade the majors, or I think it's any pairs for this matter, it's because we are on a pivot point wherein, you know, countries slowly opening up, etc. So medyo nasa pivot point tayo So anyway, if you really want to trade, siguro make sure na medyo malapad yung stop losses nyo, no? Make sure na you can tolerate extreme movements, no? So for this pair, no, the Euro USD, off the bat, kitang-kita naman na it's on a daily, no, downtrend. Oops, pardon for that. There, no. So by definition, no, ang downtrend talaga is sharp move downward, bounce na maliit, and then continuation pattern, no? So creating pivot points, no? So as long as it's below the pivot point, the bias or your insight for this pair will still be short, no? So even if nagkaroon siya ng uptrend, you do not want to buy this because it is on a downward movement, no? So this uptrend is your opportunity position for a sell, actually, no? So if you have sold it somewhere here, you may have running trades, no, for this pair, no? So for euro, you want to, as long as it's below the pivot point, you want to short this, no? You want to hunt for short entries, no? So that's my insight for the euro USD, and it's being dragged down because of the unexpectedly strength of the US dollar brought about by the rally of the 10-year notes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the yield. And I think their GDP is positive 4% also for this quarter. So that's for the US. That's one of the macroeconomic indicator that drives the value of the US dollar. No, but looking at this chart again, I agree with you totally, Jan, no, regarding this short rally na nakikita natin. It's a point of entry, as you can see, no. And it's also a confluence with the previous support that turned resistance. So of course that's selling entry, and if you're using a different moving average, you can see it like tap this moving average line. So you can see, it's really a good entry, after like a green candle,
Yes.
or bullish candle. You can see the weakening, and that's the a place to enter, especially if you're looking at a shorter time frame or hourly or 4 hours or 1 hour. You can see this weakness, on the candle, and that's a good way to enter now already, or to at least do a test buy, or I mean test sell, like that.
Yes, okay. So very good insight, Lawrence, no? Anything to add or okay na?
So far so good,
So-
we're just looking at the first major pair pa naman.
Yes, so ayan. So I guess let's move on to GBP.
Yep. Okay, what do we have here,
GBP. Yeah, there you go. We are on dailies, no? So
Okay.
what do you think, Lawrence?
Currently, you can see that it created a point of euphoria, kumbaga, sa market cycle, na after like a strong bullish move, or that candle, there's a huge wick, after that it's a weakening sign. So
Yes.
this area here, you can see there's a lot of people who bought, I should assume, many people, maraming na margin call at this area, trying to look at and trying to look at the price alone, Some people kasi they like chasing the price, and that's a big no, especially if you're starting out. Even if you're a seasoned trader, it's always a big no to chase the price, Always wait, for the weakness, sign of weakness of the candles, or if you can see any correction area, that's the point of entry, And you don't have to chase the price, kasi pag sinubukan mo yan na i-chase yan, siguradong maiiwan ka talaga. And that is like an area of euphoria, And many people are already hyping na you should buy GBP USD. You can see the candle all green, parang ganun. No, magsimula ka na matakot if ganyan yung mga naririnig mo. And at this price, I can see that there is like a slow move. It's like a resting move of this pair, It's like it's created a short-term sideways move.
But still, if I'm if you may, Lawrence, I would like
Yep.
to point out that still it is currently sitting on key levels, no? So
Yep.
to speak, this is for me, this is still strong, as this is still sitting on
Yeah, that's a strong support actually.
yes, key levels. However, this may move on a slower pace, no? Kasi currently sideways na siya. So
Yeah.
baka medyo matagalan kang na ma-hit mo yung mga targets mo. But for me, still
Do
my
you think
bias.
do you think it's a good buy already, or you should wait for the next candle or like a point of confirmation before you will test buy?
If there's a good move on the H1 or the H4, I'm going to position an entry. But currently, for me, this is a good entry actually.
Yeah, true enough, no? Kasi usually this momentum movement, no? Strong volatile movement, you can see that in shorter time frames, no? So as what you see, no, in 1 hour chart, you can see there's already a strong move, no?
Draw lang natin ng maayos, no? One moment lang para mas clear sa mga nakikinig, no? So yan, draw natin yung key levels. Check natin sa hourly, no? So you can clearly see na may strong buying momentum within the key levels, no? So and then another thing is that for the couple of few of hours, no, ilang oras siya na below the moving averages, no? So sa ilang oras below siya, and at this moment of time, no, it tends to move above the moving averages. So it tells me that it might have a momentum going upward, since number one, we are on key levels. Number two, it just broke moving averages. So yeah, that's for me. But don't expect it to hit targets that quick, since yun na nga, on the dailies medyo sideways yan.
Yep. And of course, no, we don't know if you can draw the Fibonacci baka, no? You can actually see it could be just like a testing of supports, no? It's created triple bottom already, no? In these areas. I think you can actually see that one. Yeah, sa daily time frame, you can see that one, that move. And you're looking at the 1 week chart or time frame, you can see the movement also.
One moment lang. So anyway, yes, Lawrence, please continue on your.
So I'm saying, no, looking at the different time frame, again, we look at 1 week or 1 month, no, to see the general trend of the chart, no. The general trend, it will help us, no, to where to position. Kasi again, the trend is always your friend, no, especially if you're trading forex. Now, looking at the shorter time frames, you mentioned already the 1 hour time frame. You can see there's already a strong movement, no, bullish movement.
So currently it is hitting on somewhere in the 61.
That's actually a good point of entry, especially when you can see that the candle is already finished, no, resting. Basically, you can see there's a lot of red candles happening in the chart, no, and this strong support here tested 3 times already, and you can see there is wicks, 4 different weeks, no. It's already a sign that there is like buyers waiting in that area, pushing the price up.
So gaya nung nabanggit ko, the market currently is very, very volatile, no. So as you can see, no, mahahaba yung mga weeks, and to tell you quite frankly, no, if you are on the wrong position or naging early yung mga positioning ninyo, napakasakit po niyang mga mahahabang weeks na yan, no. This will get you off of the trade actually, no. Ilang pips na yan, no, for sure aalis ka talaga sa trade niyan. So,
true.
medyo volatile talaga. So, make sure lang na medyo malapad yung stop losses and make sure na kaya nyo siyang tiisin, no? Based on your risk tolerance.
That's true. Kasi if you consider this, no, one of the best underrated siguro na skill na dapat ang trader meron is yung skill ng market timing, no? Kasi it's especially in forex, you're fighting volatility here. So it's really hard to enter early or like enter late. I mean, you have to timing the market. That's why we're looking into multi-time frame analysis, no? Looking at different time frames just to see, no, where's the possibility that the price will settle down or will bounce, no? And that's a gift, no? Actually, it's a skill to master yung market timing. And tama yung sinabi ni Jan, no? At pair like this that is so volatile requires market timing talaga para hindi ka easily pakuha yung yung cut loss mo or stop loss ma-trigger.
Kasi although tama yung bias mo, tama yung fundamentals mo, etc. However, if you are in the wrong timing, wala talaga, kunin talaga yung so you will get out of the position very early.
And John, I have a question. What can you say about those traders, that they are trying to somewhat doing an average down, or like, I mean, they buy at different levels area, especially if they are really confident that the price will go up.
Yes. Actually, pwede naman yun. Pwede yun sa Lawrence, no? Merong isang tip, no, on how you can effectively use the strategy of averaging down. So, example, if you have a value at risk, or at least lot size at risk, no, you can tolerate, example 0.03, no, example 0.03, you will not position a buy at 0.03. Instead, what you will do is buy in ranges. So for instance, just a rough example, no, so example, you bought it somewhere here because you're assuming that it's about to bounce, correct? So you will position an entry, and you have a budget or a lot at risk, no? So value at risk of at least 0.03 lots, no? So at this level, you want to buy at least 0.01 lang, and then nung bumaba siya, alat ka na naman ng 0.01. Alat ka na naman ng 0.01. Assuming bababa na naman siya, let's assume hindi nag-bounce, no, tumuloy siya sa baba. Assuming na lang, no, diyan 0.01 ka na naman. So ngayon, nag-total ka ng 0.03, di ba?
I see.
Total ka ng 0.
That's amazing. I think that is very juicy, no? This is statement nor idea.
So, ayan, nag-total ka ng 0.03. So, you are still within your value or lot at risk, no? So, hindi ka pa rin lumagpas doon sa risk management mo.
True.
Ito yung proper way of averaging down. However,
and I think the term used in forex siguro is yung tinatawag nila na parlays. I mean, they put a lot of orders or different orders in one pair. Like for example, in the case of GBP USD, you have like 10 orders at different areas. So maraming gumagawa niyan, and one thing that you can apply yung sinabi niya ni Jan, regarding how you manage yung
pero make sure lang na ang total ng lahat ng orders mo is will match your value at risk. Yun lang yung importante doon. Yung iba kasi ginawa nila example, ang kaya nila ma-tolerate is 0.03. So ang ginagawa nila 0.03, pagbaba niya 0.03 ulit, pagbaba niya 0.03 ulit. So ngayon nag-total ka ng 0.09. So
nangyari, pagbaba pa ulit, margin call na.
So it's clear na lumampas ka doon sa value at risk mo.
Yes.
So however, if you really want to do that strategy, yun na yung sinabi ko na budgetin mo yung allotted lang na value at risk, no? So
how about you, John? Personally, do you do parlays?
No,
do
personally, I do not do that. Kasi I am really a fan of cutting losses.
Yeah. And of course, no, you can actually diversify. There's plenty of pairs to trade. Why focus on one? But if you are that confident with your system, no, with the pair na, I mean, you spend a lot of days or weeks or months back testing the chart. So why not, no? As long as, again, you have to respect, no, your value at risk, your RRR, everything, your risk management is actually the key, no? No matter what style of trading you're going to use.
So yun. If your style or if you opt to use averaging down, make sure na you are still within the budget of your value at risk. Yun lang.
That's very nice, no? Very juicy coming from you, John, no? I really like that part, no? I am also reminded, no? Somehow kasi we are overwhelmed with the trade, especially if you can see the paper gains coming up. I mean, sometimes this adrenaline, no, emotions that will really be an obstacle if you will continue doing that. That's why you have to be disciplined in respecting your value at risk, your RRR, especially your risk management or your system of risk.
Yes. Kasi sa totoo lang, no, sa trading, it's not about how much you gain, it's how little you lose, no? Kasi kapag sobrang liit yung mga losing trades mo, eventually mako-cover up lang yan ng gains mo.
That's true.
Ano talaga, no? Focus on triple R's talaga at saka anong tawag nito? Budgeting your value.
And somehow also to answer those misconceptions about forex trading, you know, people are they are dwelling in this statement that when you do forex trading, it's always a win situation, it's always a win-win game. No, it's not about that. To answer your questions, no, or your like confusions, misconceptions, no, trading, even if it's in stocks, cryptocurrency, or forex, there's always losses. You know, it's all about managing your losses, no, to an optimum or like a minimum level. That's tolerable, no? Yan yung pinaka-importante.
Kasi kahit gaano pa kaliit yung wins mo, kung sobrang liit din naman yung loss mo, eventually win ka pa rin, di ba? However, if maliit na nga yung win mo, napakalaki ng losses mo, wala talaga, no?
That's true.
Talaga, it's about managing losses.
Yes. And if yung mga traders dyan, no, if you are fond of doing all in, no, mabuti pa mag-online sabong na lang siguro kayo. Kasi dalawa lang pagpipilian nyo doon.
Yun na nga yung sinasabi nila yung mga trader na ipit sa online sabong
That's actually a funny statement, no?
So anyway, anything to add on this pair, Lawrence?
So far so good. We already discussed, no, different angles of this chart, no? Yeah. So far, so good.
So, yun. I think we're done. Let's move on with, I think, the UJ. Yep. So, yan. What are your thoughts?
This is actually a strong movement of UJ, no? I haven't traded UJ for like a couple of months already, no? Although this is my favorite pair, no?
Very liquid pair.
Yes, I trend follow this, no? I had a sell entry on a weekly time frame and hold for about 4 months or 4 or 5 months. So this is one of my favorite pair. So as you can see, no, looking at the chart, there is a strong movement, no? That is a strong uptrend move, and now it's creating a resistance area, no? It is creating a resistance area. So for me, no, personally, will I trade this one? So the best thing for me to do, no, personally, what will I do is wait, no? If you don't have any position yet, this trade, no, better to wait, no, for next possible movement. If the uptrend will continue, if it will rest, it will backtest its previous support. So there's a lot of possible scenarios to look into. So for me, is to wait, no? Especially since I haven't traded a UJ for like couple of months. So looking at the chart, that's the best thing I would do, no, personally. So if you have a system or a plan, no, to trade this stuff and you already back tested it, why not, no? So how about you, John? What's your view?
Ako actually,
Yep.
it's clear no na makikita naman na I have entries no for this pair. So ang reason ko for entry is because I want to nakikita kasi ako momentum eh. It's clear na parabolic siya and I am assuming that the momentum will continue. However, kitang-kita naman na nagkaroon ng pause, no? So, we're just hoping or not hoping actually it's either it will hit my stop loss or it will hit my take profits, no? So either ways I'm fine for as long as I follow my plans and I trade with what I see, no? So if it's not a matter of being right all the time, it's a matter of being, when you are right big time, and when you are wrong small time, no? So ganun lang. So binili ko to because yun na nga, parabolic siya and there might be a continuation upward. It's because one reason is this pair, no, UJ is directly correlated to yun na nga, the 10-year notes. So since it is trending upward, no, yung 10-year, this pair will follow it, no, usually, no, most often than not pina-follow talaga niya yung 10-year yield, no? So if nagkamali, cut losses, no? So find another entry, ganun lang.
That's actually good as long as you have a system again, no? So John said, no, if meron kang system to trade that, why not, no? And if nakikita mo na yan, you backtested already, it happened already before, so why not, no? So you just be confident and be disciplined, no, and in following your system. So possibly it could be this is the already the retracement, no, area, no, where it already retraces and you can see there's already a move upward. So again, so it would really depend on your system. Kasi even John and I, we have different systems kasi. So it works for him, it works for me, my system. So you focus on your system, no, and
Yes.
I mean adjust to your strat. That's the key there.
Yes. So kahit ano pang strategy yan, the only bottom line here is to make money. So if you are making money out of your system,
True.
you're good, no? So no need for you to copycat anyone else.
Yes. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with so many indicators. I mean, a lot of jargons, terminologies. No, if the goal is to make money, no, consistently, no, we should consider that word also consistently. Kasi if you just make money for a day, no, it could be a gambling, no.
Yes.
But if you could make money
That's a good
consistently, it's different, na.
That's a good point. If you are just making money for a day, it's called gambling. But if you are making money for a consistent period of time, that's called business.
Yeah, that's business. That's skill. A skill that no one can get from you, no?
So, yes.
So, UJ pa lang yan, bro.
So, we're done with the UJ, the GU, and the EU. So, I guess next is USD, CHF. No? So, there you go. What's your thoughts on this?
USDCHF. So, no, it has a similar move, no, sa UJ, no. We already talked about the strong movement of USD, so
Yes.
that causes it, no. And then again, this is a good chart also, no. But personally, we will try first to look at this key area siguro, no. Possible area of support, no.
Yes.
If this area or zone will sustain itself, no? So we can see a possible move or upward again.
Yes,
But
yes.
if it will show sign of weaknesses, no, it will pierce through this support area. So we can see another possible support, no, na mariretest niya. So that's the possibilities, no. So personally, what I really do, and John knows that, I really wait for confirmation, no, before trading, no. Even if it has a bigger risk, or shall we say not the usual risk, no. I always make sure to have confirmation before I enter. So that's my thing, no. How about you,
Okay.
Jan?
So
What do you
actually,
think about?
no, yung mga tinitingnan mo na zones or na key levels, no, the same lang tayong tinitingnan, no. I am actually also looking at this zone. However, if this will not hold, the next key level I am looking into is this key level. So anything below this for me is short, no. So anything above this is for me long. So if this zone holds, of which I hope, because I am looking forward to enter this pair, this is actually a good buy for me. It's because this is somehow directly correlated also to UJ. So medyo magkakambal sila ng galaw. You can clearly see naman, no? Katulad sila ng UJ na parabolic, and then nagkaroon ng konting pause. So I hope na mag-materialize yung trade natin dito. And hindi trade plano, mag-materialize yung plano natin for this pair. And yun. However, if the weakness continues, you want to do nothing first and wait for key level somewhere here. So if this will not hold, this key level will not hold, expect a dollar weakness. Beyond that, for me, is short.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a good analysis, no? I mean, you cover different scenarios, no? Possibility A, scenario B, scenario C. So that's something that we could also add, no? Siguro to our fellow listeners, no? Especially if you're like trading already. Somehow, no, it's not enough to have a plan A, no? You should have plan A, B, C, no? To look at different angles to, because the market can always surprise us if it wants, no? There's a lot of surprises. That's why it's really good to be prepared all the time. Best case scenario, worst case scenario, if your plan will follow through, no? Something like that. You have to be disciplined in following your system or plan, no?
Yes. Actually, doon medyo nakakapalo kasi, Lawrence, kasi yung iba, grabe, ang galing sa planning, no? Analyzing, planning, talagang perfect, picture perfect, no? By the books talaga, asking yung planning. Pero ang problema is, nag-reflect na yung plano, no? Andyan na, yung plano nila is nag-materialize na yung plan, hindi nila kayang i-click yung button. No? So they are too much afraid of executing their own plans. So doon din na part is we should be disciplined not only in planning but in executing.
Yeah, I think it all boils down to being confident with your system, no? And you know what's siguro, no? Ano nga ba yung best tool, no, na matest talaga if you're confident with your system, no? How about you, Jan? How can you say that you're really confident with your system? That's a good question, actually. Paano mo masabi na confident ka sa system mo?
Magiging confident ka lang sa system mo if you have executed more or enough trades for you to really compute, no, the win rate of your system. However, if you are just analysis paralysis, no, you just keep on reading books, but you are so afraid to execute, you will never know the percentage of your win rate. You will never know the percentage of your system, no?
That's why it's really important to do back testing, kasi this back testing, this will help improve yourself esteem, your confidence with your system, especially if you can see 70% yung win rate ng system mo based on your back testing, no?
Yes,
So
yes.
actually
As
that really helps. If you're
as
having
far
existing
as
system, do that one.
as far as back testing is really important, it's really important also to front test, no? Kasi yun na nga, yung iba, they are too afraid to click the button, no? So once the plan reflects, once the plan is there, you have nothing to do but execute, no? So whatever will happen happens, no? As long as you execute, you do what you need to do, and that's the only way you will test, no? You will pressure test your system and come up with a analysis whether it's within par with your target win rate or your target triple R's, no? So ganun.
True. That's actually true. And all of those statements are really valid and applicable, no? Especially sa mga traders na nakakapasok pa lang or existing traders, no? It's really good, no, to be open with this kind of ideas kasi it's for your own good naman eh. And there's no such thing as a perfect system, no? We all are still learners of the market, no?
Yes.
We are yet to experience, no, ng mga surprises ng market. So that's why we have to keep innovating, no, or upgrading
Yes.
our polishing our system.
Grabe, 4 na pairs pa lang yun, Lawrence, ha?
Yes.
Very juicy. No? Medyo matagal kasi tayo hindi nakapag-ano eh.
Para sobrang
So anyway, brief tawag ito, pause lang, no? Kasi merong nagtatanong sa akin, no? Usually yung mga friends ko, mga kakilala ko, they ask me, no? What platform I use daw ba when I trade? So I usually use Anzo Capital, no, whenever I trade the forex market. It's because number one, it's really convenient, no? Malinis yung dashboard, malinis yung platform, and gustuhan ko talaga mainly is the customer service. They are Tagalog sila, madali mo silang makausap, no? So the deposits and the withdrawals are very easy, no? So yun, sa mga nagtatanong sa akin, mga friends ko or kakilala ko, no, they keep on asking what do I use. So there, I am using Anzo Capital, no? So if you wish to open your own, it's actually for free, no? You can try demo accounts for free. So I will actually post the link below, no, for your convenience para hindi na kayo maghanap. So para maging convenience sa inyo, post ko na dyan sa comment section or dyan sa description section yung link for your registration if you want to register for free for your demo accounts. So yes, Lawrence, let's proceed I guess with a little breather lang, no? Wag muna tayo sa mga currencies, no? Let's check out siguro one commodity, no?
That's good.
Yes, the gold, paborito ng bayan.
I mean, gold where millions had experienced margin call. Yeah.
Yan. So, off the bat, nagkaroon ng brief rally, no? So, nagkaroon ng brief change of market sentiment si gold, no? So, after heavy selling, nagkaroon ng upward momentum of which I hope, or not hope actually, sana hindi siyang bumalik doon sa saan siya galing. It's because, no, when the rule of thumb is when the gold is strong, may kakabit kasi yan na no? Pag strong yung gold, it means the market is skeptic, the market is afraid, no? So baka meron tayong mga news na hindi alam, no? Baka yung mga vaccines defective, I don't know, whatever, no? No, so it's clear that the market is kind of or sort of risk off, no? So we do not want risk off market is because it entails fear, no? Hindi natin alam what they are fearful of, no? So anyway, it's clear, no, upward trend siya momentarily. So kung masustain niya yan, no, I guess there's something wrong, no? Bakit bumabalik sila sa gold?
True. I think one reason siguro, there's a lot of possible reasons, no, na nag-cause ng very strong bearish movement ng gold, no, since January, no, until now. Part of this is it's fighting with different kind of new investments, like for example, Bitcoin, no, it reaches a trillion value, no, in value, and you can see it's like what they call the digital gold of this generation, no. So people might be, or especially some investors, especially holding gold, no, they try maybe, no, get some investments from gold, transfer it to Bitcoin just to diversify. So these are like possible, no, possible moves of that caused this bearish move, no, especially the stock market, US stock market, no. Again, whether you like it or not, there is like correlation, no, of their movement. So, but let's try to look at the chart alone, no, without any of this background economics or anything that's happening. Let's try to look at the chart. You can see there is a strong bearish move, and now it created a rally. Possible if this rally will hold, no, it's creating a new resistance area. If this area will hold, no, there is a possibility that it will continue its downward movement, no. That's a bigger chance, no, to do a downward movement again. But if it pierces through, no, and there would be a confirmation of that, then we can see maybe, no, a short-term recovery of gold. So these are possibilities that we're looking into. So how about you, John?
So yun na nga, after being very, very bearish, no, since last year pa nga to I think December, no. So nagkaroon ng slight or sort of new na it's unfolding new trend, no, or a possible potential reversal, no. But it's not yet confirmed, no. That reversal is not yet confirmed. However, it's a sign already, no, that people are coming back to the gold for whatever reason. I not quite sure yet, but I think it's mainly because they are trying to hedge their positions in the stock market, or they are trying to shift on something, you know, quote unquote safe haven already. So it's maybe because of the third wave or whatever circumstances, no, that the pandemic has brought about.
That's possible, no. I mean, again, correlation. You have to understand the correlation of commodities, currencies, the market, general sentiments. And I think we can do an in-depth analysis over these terms, no, over these topics.
Yes,
maybe
on a
our
separate
future
session.
discussions, no. Yeah.
Yes, so yun for the gold, I think.
Yeah, that's
We're
for
good.
the gold.
Yes, that's for the gold. So next is ano pa bang pair na hindi natin na-discuss? I think USD Canada, wala pa.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yan. So nag-breakdown, no, yung USD Canada after having a strong momentum, no. Yan, it's mainly because yung oil din naman nagkaroon ng sharp na correction, no. So kaya nagkaroon din ng yung oil nagkaroon ng demand lately kasi nga reopening, etc. Yun na nga. So nagkaroon ng strong sentiment for the Canadian dollar and the weakness on the US dollar. So nagkaroon ng breakdown in the past days, no. So weak talaga, and ever since weak naman talaga yung USD Canada, nagkaroon lang ng very sharp volatilities, no, mga ganito.
How do you like trading this, John? Especially if you can see there's no clear sign of actually an uptrend or downtrend. You can see there is a lot of piercing through candles. There's a lot of
very
wicks.
volatile.
Yeah, very volatile. So
So ano
Do
naman
you
talaga,
advise traders to trade this kind of pairs?
itong USD Canada naman kasi talaga, this is very volatile. Naturally, it's because it's correlated with the oil. So naturally, volatile talaga siya. So what you want to do with this is budget ka lang ng konti, and huwag ka mag-overexpose kasi you do not want to be caught in sharp or volatilities like this, no? You can clearly see, ang haba ng wicks, no? So even if tama naman yung bias mo, tama naman yung charting mo, pero yun na nga, it's because of the high volatility, baka makuha lang yung mga stop losses mo. So huwag ka masyadong maglagay ng allocation for your value at risk, konti-konti lang, no? But if you want to ask me what levels I am looking at a retest of somewhere here, no? So if it retests here and it continues to move down, I think there could be a potential entry for this one. So if it retests that and continues its move downwards, you can allocate a small portion of your portfolio in this pair. Yan.
Okay, that's actually decent, no, and valid info, no. That's something to look into, no, and something to include in our watch list, no. Again, we've discussed so many pairs already, and I hope you guys who are listening, no, trying to take down notes, trying to, especially if you're like newbie who's really hungry,
and sa comment
especially to
section,
learn,
they're actually free to ask questions, kasi we entertain questions naman.
Yeah, maybe we could do live next time. We don't know. But for now, no, this is just pre-recorded. But this is very raw. We'll upload it immediately, no, for your own consumption as well. No? So, you guys do maximize your questions, no, anything you'd like to ask to know about this stuff. Kasi especially if you're starting to, invest your money in this market, you have to do your own diligence to learn, no? You don't depend totally 100% to the person who's talking there in YouTube. You have to do your own due diligence, no? Okay. So I guess the last thing we would do would be AUD US, yeah?
Yes. The Australian dollar and the US dollar.
Okay. So
ito, kahit hindi ko pa nakikita, alam ko na nagkaroon to ng weakness.
Yeah, gold.
Yes, so yun. It's weak because it is correlated to commodities and yun nga, medyo somehow risk off. Risk off. So kaya nagkaroon ng gold ng short or brief rally, it's because medyo risk off. And ito kasi Australian dollar risk on kasi ito. So yun nga, nakikita ninyo na sharp talaga yung movement niya.
Yeah. Same movement as to gold, no? Pero I have a question sa iyo dyan, no? Would you advise traders to have the same position, possibly AUD, USD, and gold in their portfolio, like knowing that they are correlated? Do you suggest that they will also have the same pairs, no?
Pwede naman, hindi naman sila necessary na positively correlated. They are actually negatively correlated, no? So they are negatively correlated. So when there's a selling on Australian dollar, there is buying on gold, no? So make sure lang na alam niyo yung relationship nila. Pwede mo namang gawin yun, yung tinatawag nila na indirect hedging, pero medyo complicated na yun. So if you want to trade something, make sure na hindi sila magkakambal yung galaw
I see.
nila.
So would you suggest ba hedging dito sa forex market? What do you think?
It depends. It depends. If
Kasi maraming taong naglalaro ng hedging, especially if you're just doing scalping as day trading, no? But if you are studying also economics, I think it's for me, no, personally, I don't do hedging talaga. Hedging with other instruments pa, that's possible.
yes.
Pero hedging in the sense that you have one pair, then you have a buy, you also have a sell order. I mean, I think that's kind of strange. It's like tumataya ka sa online sabong tapos pareho mong tinayaan yung meron at wala. Siguro something like that, you know. So I think it's kind of strange. But some people do it, no? If you are profitable with that and you're consistent with your profit, so why not, no? I have no anything with you, no? I'm
Yes.
just stating, no, based on what experience. So that's it.
Yep. Okay. So yan with the Australian dollar, key levels would be this area here. So you can see na hindi na nga niya inabot, no? So nagkaroon na ng rejection kaagad, no, creating a short-term low,
Yeah.
lower high rather. So yan, if it holds, no, baka tuloy-tuloy yung pagbaba ni Australian dollar. So lately napaka-strong nito. A couple of months ago, napaka-strong nito, but lately, nagkaroon siya ng weakness talaga.
I see. Yep, that's actually a valid thing to say, no? Especially we're looking at a chart here, and we've also dissected gold, no? So you can see there are the similar movement that we see, no? And I think it all boils down, no, to your system. Ano ba yung system na ginagamit mo? Do you do day trading? Do you do scalping? Do you do position swing trading? So if you have that kind of system, no, make sure you also have like a plan, no, that is suited for your system. Hindi dahil nakita namin to in a point of view na you can do a swing trade in this
Yes.
commodity or pair, and then hindi naman system nyo talaga yung pina-follow nyo, you just apply lang. You don't have to hop from system to system.
Yes,
That's the thing that I can advise, no? Kasi maraming gumagawa niyan eh. Lahat na lang ng YouTube na napapanood na video nila, they hop from system to system. So I think it's not really healthy, no?
So gusto ko lang i-relate to kasi medyo nakakatawa eh. Kasi in the trading world, no, they make fun of Marvin Guillermo, no? Sinasabi nila kapag may YouTube na daw, kapag ginawa na ng video ni Marvin Guillermo, sell signal na daw yun, no? So they are trying to make fun of Marvin Guillermo. But actually, the point there is that it's not meaning to say that you saw it on YouTube, somebody else is discussing about it, you will also trade it. No, hindi naman po ganun yun. You do your own diligence. Ito naman mga videos na ito are just bunch of guides. No, guide lang ito. And it's really up to you if this fits to your personality, to your time, to your budget, to your whatever, no? To your lifestyle. So, huwag po natin isisi sa mga gumagawa ng videos yung pagkatalo natin. It's because at the end of the day, ang pumipindot po ng buy button and sell button is ourselves.
And natatawa ako dyan, no? Especially those traders na they put blame, especially in other people, no? Sa mga trades nila. Sabi kasi nito, kasi nito na ganyan eh. Kaya nag-buy din ako. Then no, my goodness. You're the person who, in the first place, no? You are just listening to this person and then you trusted it already. That's your fault, no? Yes. And then, again, we always say this, trade at your own risk, no?
Yes.
These are just bunch of guides, no? And this is not absolute, no? Na if you will follow this, you would gain a lot of money. I mean, no, that's not that.
Ako actually, I follow a lot of YouTubers, no? I listen to a lot of YouTube because helpful naman siya. There's nothing wrong about the videos, but it's never na ginawa ko na kung ano yung narinig ko, gagawin ko na. So, I test it I see it will fit my personality, my system before ko siya i-apply, no? Kasi hindi kasi
True.
na sinabi ni Marvin Guillermo na nag-discuss siya regarding dito o bibilhin mo kaagad, no? So hindi po, do your own due diligence, no? So wag ko natin isisi sa ibang tao yung
Yeah,
patalo
you
natin.
have this ability naman to cherry pick those things that will benefit you. And like again, all of this stuff, guys, we advise you to take this with a grain of salt, no?
Yes.
We always say these words, no, for you to embrace, no, para hindi nyo makalimutan.
No.
Yep.
So yeah, what a nice session, no? I truly enjoy sessions like this because number one, this is a win-win situation because this is sort of review na rin, no?
Yep.
In a way, nagkaroon na din ako ng technical analysis on my own while I am sharing this to the viewers, no? So this is very fun-filled.
True. And it's different dyan, no? Would you agree na iba pa rin talaga yung you are trying to study the chart by yourself and then studying it with a group, no? Kasi two heads are better than one, no? Meron ka nakikita kasi na hindi nila nakikita. Meron sila nakikita na hindi mo nakikita. Yung four windows na sinasabi nila. And that is something that of help talaga, no? Especially if you are in this industry, no? Mahirap mag-isa. You should look for a community. And guys, we have a community. You can always join. Free to join yan.
Yes.
We can do chart dissections. We can do like lahat, no? Pati motivation, self-development, accountability partner kung naghahanap kayo.
Yes.
I mean,
so,
we're all in this together, no?
Siguro let's take this opportunity, Lawrence, to invite our friends over na nandyan sa Ipil or somewhere in Zamboanga area, no, to join your event. I guess this is a good opportunity to invite them.
Thank you for reminding that, Jan. No? So those listeners, no, especially if you're here in Zamboanga, Sibugay, or especially in Ipil, no, we'll be conducting a free seminar. No, it's a Forex Trading 101. Yes. It'll be conducted here in Zamboanga, Sibugay Grand Plaza Hotel. We've availed a cozy function hall there, and with free food, of course. And we're inviting everyone, no, to learn with us, to discuss with us. Anyway, this is just a chill session.
Free food, Lawrence.
Yeah, ganyan tayo sa mga trading.
Pwedeng sumabay dyan. May free food pala.
Yeah, so anyway, and that is something for them, no? I mean, saan ka pa, no? You'll just listen, you will learn, and then you will be, face and with a lot of opportunities, no, after gain community. We have also free food. I mean, saan ka pa? It's really a big win for you guys.
Parang gusto kong pumunta dyan na sa free food.
And yes, if we'll be creating a community here, why not, no? Kasi that's the goal, and it's also Embark and FinTime's goal, di ba, Jana? We really help people, no, and that nobody will get left behind ba? Kumbaga, sabay-sabay tayong aangat.
Yes.
Ganun. Yes. Sarap pakinggan, no?
So,
sabay-sabay tayong aangat.
The details of the event will be posted on the page. So,
we'll
just follow our page na lang, no? And yun na nga, on the description below is the link for your registration if you wish to start your journey in the Forex market.
True. And siguro dyan, no, if there are those people who are interested in, you are not near Zamboanga, Cebu, or Ipil, you're from other places in Mindanao, Visayas, or Luzon, you can actually tap or message the group or the page so that we can create a special webinar for you guys. We can see that there are a lot of interested participants, no? We can actually do that one. We can do an online webinar, chill session. I mean, doing healthy community. No? This is something that we really aspire, no? Ever since we created the FinTime and this community.
Yes. So I guess that's it for the session. No, I truly enjoyed this, and I hope all of the listeners also enjoyed the session. And please do us a little favor and share this with your family and friends whom you think that will benefit to this kind of contents. No, because as much as we can, no, we will truly make it a point to release. Actually, our commitment is daily. Now we commit to release daily contents. However, yun na nga, medyo since the economy is slowly opening up, so we are actually doing a lot of things already. So, but don't you worry, we will stay with our commitment on educating, on sharing our thoughts. So please share this with your family and friends, no, like and subscribe.
Yes.
So thank you. Maayong gabi sa tuwang tanan. Thank you.